Hey eccentric, this is the room I later mentioned in the video, and I just wanted to share it with you guys because I think it is so adorable and convenient, and he was so sweet to go ahead and set this up. I, as you can see, was really needing that room to just relax, so I am showing you guys this video the morning of, and I did not clean up because I was going to do something I usually don't do and actually pick my things up, but like actually allow housekeeping to do their job because it's been a long last few months. So I just wanted to, be taken care of. We paid for the services. He's not there, of course. He had to go to work early, but I was done with Postmates. I came and the table is where it is because he actually set the food out for me to go ahead and just sit down and eat and relax. And I was just trying to show you guys everything, the lights, the little like table for the bed if you wanted to eat in bed. How are you doing? This is day 2 of Postmates doing deliveries, and by the end of the day yesterday I made, well, probably not the end of the day, I honestly don't know when she hit the tip, but I made a little under $22. I started driving at about 12. I stopped like 12:15 when I actually put on the app. It's hot. When I actually put the app on, and then I stopped about 2:56, and then I started again 3:30, waited 10 minutes to see if I get an order. Didn't. So I stopped because my phone was acting slow the first time around, and then I stopped, and then I started up again at like 4, waited to see if I got another order for 10 minutes. Nothing. So I stopped, and I called my best friend because my other one has not responded to me. I don't know what is going on with him and why he's so like not Swift anymore. But I called him to confirm the whole parking my old car there because my landlord does not want me to park 2 cars at the place, and haven't heard back like 7 hours later. So as soon as she called me, I jumped on it because she's working from home and she only has like an hour lunch, and she said yes, so I can park it there. So I drove from, where was I was in Pinecrest. I drove from Pinecrest to Cutler Bay to go ahead and swap the cars out, and then I forgot to take my house key from her, so I started driving back north, and then I had to turn around, go to her place and get my key. And in the meantime, my friend was like, hey, we should just get a hotel, and I'm like, sure. Well, I reached out and that was the response. The other thing, I was going back because I packed the overnight bag, and then I drove back north by Brickell. Just reminded me, that's where I need to stay, by Brickell, because that was the most popping area at the time. I'm trying to avoid going to Miami Beach, but I think I'm going to go today. Right now I'm in like by Hialeah, by the airport, and that tends to be a popular area also, but right now I don't really see much activity going on. There's orders. I should have got notified about an order already, so I'm going to drive that way, and I'm definitely going to try out tonight to work Postmates after 10. Typically their rush hour is like 6 to 9. Yesterday, before I went to my friend to get my car swapped out, I turned it on for like 30 minutes and nothing. So I turned it off, and then I turned it back on, about to go back up north, nothing. That was like 7:45, 8 o'clock. Once I got my overnight bag, I drove north to Brickell. This was like 8:45 at this time. So when I'm getting to Brickell, I turn on the app because I didn't want to get an order on my way there and it's not for the popular area, and then it has me in another area. I cannot talk on the phone and follow directions with GPS, so I missed like 2 exits. Almost got into an accident. Thank God the person was paying attention. I got there
And did I wait long? No, when I'm about to get there, I turn it on, and after about 5 or 10 minutes, it came on for order, and I'm on my way to the order, and it cancels. I get off the highway, and I think I stopped at a gas station. Where did I go? Somewhere. I stopped somewhere, and I'm like, okay, sometimes it's a possibility because I'm driving so much that it's not picking up where I'm at, or it doesn't pick it up fast enough. So let me just stay still, which is the initial intention to drive the vehicle. Stay still and wait until I get an order. So I got an order for Famous House Mac or something. House of Mac. And I go there and it's not ready. There's a line. At least they, checked on the order. And they're like, oh, it's going to be ready in 10 minutes. I said, okay. In the, probably 2 minutes after, I get another order, which you can pick up multiple orders if the restaurant's in the same area. And that is a place that's closing at 10. At this time, it's 9:40. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, I can't get the address for the restaurant until this order is complete. So now I have to look at the map to see if I can just zoom in and figure out where to go. So once I finally did that, I started driving towards it, and they canceled the order. They canceled the order. So that's another tip. If you get double orders, try to call in advance and see if the order is ready. If you get there and then you picked up another order, call that restaurant and see, hey, is the order ready? So when you get there, you can just swipe it and come back. I don't know why I forgot. That was one of my go-to plans when I was doing Postmates before. Yesterday, basically, I tried to stay around the South Miami, Coral Gables, Pinecrest area because that's what used to be popular when I worked Postmates, and that's what one of the delivery guys told me at my old security job when I asked him about it. Didn't get much, so this time around I'm going to sadly go to Miami Beach. I just need to put gas in there. It's a little bit below full, and I try to keep the habit of not going below full on any gas tank. Oh, most important tip, make sure you have a really good cell phone plan. The Fleet app for Postmates track your location, so it's basically like you have a GPS running at all times in your background, and then if you use an additional map app, it's another thing tracking your location. And if you use Stride, that's 3 apps tracking your location. So if you don't have a really good cell phone plan, it could slow your phone down, or your battery can die pretty fast. I've been waiting for 30 minutes now. So I'm going to turn off the app, turn on my Maps app, and drive to Brickell, because technically from 11 to 2 it's supposed to be lunch hour and it's supposed to be busy. But I'm going to get gas first for the day. Yesterday, I basically drove from 12 o'clock, 11:45, 11:30 until after 10 last night. And this Kia Rio, I'm only a little bit below half, so it's pretty good gas. So definitely use a car that has good gas mileage. So I wanted to show you guys real quick how I have the car set up. I have my book over there in case I'm sitting waiting now for delivery and I wanted to just read. Right now I'm honestly trying to apply to additional companies. Yesterday I tried to do that when I woke up at 6 in the morning. Didn't make much progress. So today I'm going to do that. The next thing for me to do right now is get gas. But I have this. Let's say I have a small order and I don't need this big old bag to take in there. Or I did take the bag, but I still have more stuff for part of the order. I can have this bag in one hand and the other bags in the other, and I can easily put it here. So that way it's sitting up straight comfortably and it doesn't spill. I have my planner back here in case I want to jot something down. I have a scanner for the car because I wanted to see if the car was actually in good condition so they don't rip me off, but I haven't been able to do that yet because yesterday was a bit hectic. Water, this had my energy drink in it yesterday. I got more sleep today, so I might not have any caffeine at all today. That's my lotion, hand sanitizer, apple, just because I didn't finish eating that yet. My glasses and my regular sunglasses, and my face mask is right here. And then I have wipes in case something spilled. I brought my perfume, but then I'm like, why am I spending my better smelling perfume for Postmates? So I bought my other perfume, which, good thing I'm doing this video. It reminded me I need to take it out of the bag. But in the bag, I have air freshener and mouthwash, so I can regularly keep my breath fresh and keep the car smelling good. Wow, an entire pimple on my face. That's gross. Anyways, last night I'm searching for a bathroom, which, another note, when you're doing deliveries late night, which seems to be the most profitable time down here, is find a bathroom and try to either stay close by or track your bladder, so you're not necessarily running there miles away once you're, you know, doing deliveries and all that. I went to Racetrack and Goose because typically they're open, the inside's open, even during this whole pandemic. It wasn't. When you're waiting on a order, wait at a location that gives you good signal. Like, I was at a location that gave me like 1 bar, and I realized it like 10 minutes into waiting. So I drove, and I'm going to give it 5 more minutes before I actually go to a different location. So it's definitely part of the whole process is like chasing the money, going to areas that's popular. Good areas will definitely be areas that have a lot of restaurants close by, increasing your chances of getting like stack orders. And make sure you're not waiting too long. Make sure you know how to use the app. When I did Postmates a few years back, I remember vaguely having a problem on an order and getting assistance by an active member. But yesterday, I could not select an option that was applicable to the problem, and the one that was close just kept telling me, go to the store and pick up the item. Something like that. Well, I first just let them know what's going on and waited to see if they can, you know, make a decision themselves, so it doesn't seem like I am, you know, being lazy and just telling them to cancel the order. But after about 10 minutes after I reached out to Postmates and I got nothing by email, I just told them to cancel it, but they didn't cancel it until like 15 or 20 minutes later. And when you cancel orders, it does like drop your rating. So that's another reason why I was, you know, trying to avoid it. But I end up staying there from like 1:39 to 3 o'clock, and that's not even including like the actual time where I got an actual answer from Walmart. So I try not to make bad experiences the reason for my future decision, the entire reason. But I don't think I'll ever do Walmart anytime soon because of that. They gave the order to some guy who gave the name. The people did not get their order. So it's like, even if Postmates did give the order to someone and then something happened on the way to get the order or after getting the order to the Postmate deliverer and they had to cancel it, Postmate is not supposed to just send me there. Like, because on the cancel, it gives you the option, like, did my car break down? So, for example, if the car broke down or you just had to stop, Postmates need to set up something where it's like, okay, go to that person who has the item, get it, and then deliver it, not send me to the store. And I was communicating with them to get my earnings fixed because they gave me $2.30 for that. And on the thing, it says I waited 15 minutes. Which I noticed a lot of them says 15 minutes. So I'm going to, and I don't want to be petty, and hopefully I have the time for it, but I'm going to start timing when I get there and how long the item takes, because it don't be 15 minutes. But yeah, so another tip with that whole story with Walmart is make sure you calculate your wait time into how much money you expect to make, because the orders, they pay you out about $2 to $4, sometimes $5 and change. On average, it's like $3 and change, right? So if you're trying to make $20 an hour, let's round that off to 4. You need to do 4 an hour, which is not difficult. It's just you have to calculate time and traffic and the distance to and from. On average, they don't send you, well, I haven't been sent anything more than 5 miles, and that's my vague calculation, like to and from, not the whole mileage. If I'm getting tips, that's make it possible for me to make like $4 an hour. $4 an order. Let's say if one order doesn't go ahead and equate to $4, or they don't tip me. But so far it seems making $4, doing 4 orders in an hour isn't possible. And the only way I can make the $20 an hour, or even $13, is if it's a stock order. Yesterday, I was able to go to a restaurant and pick up 3 orders, which when I said yes to 2, Postmates automatically gave me another one while I was there. It didn't give me the option to say yes or no. Those big items seems like not possible. Either it's once here and there if I stay by that restaurant, but even if I just stay by that restaurant, it's still a wait time that, like, unless I know for sure I'm going to make 13 and change, no purpose of me staying by that restaurant. So don't forget, your day is going to be wonderful, productive, life-changing, and if it is not, you are going to make it so, because it can always be worse. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. It makes a difference. I have the Queen Beast as my personal Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook. Same thing goes for my art account, which is Eccentric. Thanks for watching.